If you love cruising, you're new to cruising, or you're cruise curious, you're in the right place. This is Huddle Adventures. My name is Eddie, and today I'm going to explain to you your options for dinner in the main dining room on your next cruise. Cruise lines, when booking, give you the option, usually it's towards the end of the booking process, to select a dining time in the main dining room. As a general rule, there's usually an early set time and there's a late set time. And then there's an anytime option. Now, the anytime option is something that has been a little new. It started after the pandemic, and it was a refreshing option, I have to admit. It was a nice change. Now I'm going to explain them to you. The early dining option is generally somewhere between 5:30 and 6. The late dining option can be anywhere between 8 and 9. And some people prefer the late option. Some people prefer the early option. Some people say, hey, I prefer to eat sometime in between, or I don't want to be pinned down to a set dining time. Now I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of both options. The set time dining option, you will have the same crew, the same table every night. You will know exactly where you're sitting. You might get to know the people around you if you choose to. A lot of times they'll give you the option when they're seating you the first night if you would like to be at a table by yourself or a table with others. And if you want to make new friends and meet people that love cruising like you do, or you're gonna love cruising, that's a good option. You can make new friends, get to know people. Now, again, having the same table and the same wait staff is a benefit because they will learn what you like to drink. They'll learn the foods you like. If you have a food allergy or there's something that, you just don't like mushrooms, like Laura doesn't like mushrooms. She lets them know that the first night of the cruise. The third, fourth time we're in there, they know you won't, oh, don't order that. It has mushrooms in it. So it's cool. And you get on a first name basis with your wait staff, and it's generally 3 people that service your table. And it's cool. It personalizes the experience. And that is old style cruising. Okay, guys, getting to know your wait staff. Now, cruising over the last decade has changed drastically. Back in the old days, the MDR was the only option outside of the buffet. So most people ate every night in the MDR. Now, I want you to understand, you don't have to do that anymore. But they do ask that you pick your preferred time, and it applies to every night of the cruise. So just understand that. But you're not obligated to eat in the MDR, main dining room, every night of the cruise. You can go to buffet, you can go to specialty dining, you can just skip it and eat late night pizza. There's so many options to eat on a cruise. You're never going to go hungry. So just understand that. Now, the benefit of anytime dining is pretty self-explanatory. So you have an excursion that runs late, you get back, you're exhausted, you decide, hey, I'm going to take a shower, take a nap before dinner, and it's already 4:30, and you have your set time for dining is 5:30. That's a bummer. That's tough. You can do it, but you're gonna have to rush and get ready and clean up and get there, and you might be a little tired. But it might sound better to say, hey, I might take a little nap, take my time, go eat. Maybe it's 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, whatever. You got anytime dining whenever you show up. So there's a benefit for that. The other option too is you might be sitting there having a time of your life. You met some new friends from Idaho. You're drinking drinks, you're laughing and talking, and you're having a good old time. And it's like 5:15, and you got my time dining at 5:30, and you have to leave your new friends you just made. You're not really hungry, you're not ready to eat. So that's kind of a bummer, right? But say you have anytime dining, you can just say, hey, I don't got to worry about it. You can just keep on having fun with your friends. So it's a cool thing having anytime dining, but you do lose that personalized service and experience that you're going to get from building a relationship with a dining staff throughout a week-long cruise. As a general rule, Laura and I have been on, over 25 cruises, and in the beginning we did the MDR a lot, and now we tend to stray away from it, especially on Carnival, because we have ate on Carnival and the MDR so many times. We almost memorize the menu, and we prefer trying different things. So we will branch out a little bit and maybe skip the MDR a little bit, maybe do the buffet a couple nights, whatever. We will do specialty dining, and there's other options. You can grab burgers at Guy's Burger Joint. Like, I think they stay open to 6 o'clock. You do early dinner, get your Guy's Burger, and after a night of frolicking around the ship and hitting the drink package and having fun, grab that late night pizza later on, if you're hungry at 11 o'clock. It's great. Cruising is awesome. So with that said, my advice to you is just think about it. Do you want to have, maybe as a first time cruiser, it lessens the options and makes it easier for you to say, I'm going to do my time dining and we're going to eat an MDR almost every night. That way we know what we're doing every night. Because it can become overwhelming, guys. When you get on a cruise ship for the first time and you look around and you're like, whoa, this place is huge and all these options. And time on a cruise ship is weird. Sometimes it seems like it's flying by. Sometimes it feels like it's dragging by. And you lose all sense of time while you're having all that fun. So having one less thing to worry about, like what are we going to eat for dinner, that takes away an option, and it might help you if you have anxiety. And trust me, I'm an anxiety sufferer. I understand. And when you're overwhelmed with lots of choices and decisions, sometimes it can cause you to be stressed, and you don't want to be stressed on your vacation. So I will tell you, the menu changes every night in MDR. They'll have staples that are there every night. Like if you're a picky eater and you want chicken tenders and fries every night, you can do that. So just understand that. That's the options. But when you're selecting your cruise, think about it, because a lot of times once you pick like anytime or you pick set time, you can't change it back. They won't let you change it back. You'll have to go on board and then talk to the maitre d' and ask them to change it. And a lot of times they'll change it for you. But it's kind of a hassle hunting them down, and you might feel awkward saying, hey, back in June of 2025, I thought it was a great idea to do this, but now we're in February of 2026 and I changed my mind. Don't worry about it. They are cool. They will work with you. So with that said, I want to thank you for watching, and we will get back with you soon. Bye.